On today's show,
did LeBron make a mistake going back to Cleveland? We'll tell you how to handle your crazy uncle's hot sports takes this Thanksgiving.
Russ and KD are closer to returning. We'll debate if 3-12 OKC has a shot at the playoffs in Crossfire.
And is Marc Gasol a legit MVP candidate?
It's Tuesday, November 25th. The starter starts now.
Good evening, sweet world, and welcome to the starters. Whether you're joining us live online, listening to the podcast, or catching us on NBA TV, very happy to have you. I'm J.E. Skeets, and alongside me, as always, it's Tass Mellis.
Welcome, everybody.
To my right, it's the starters blog editor, Trey Kirby.
Heyo!
Heyo! And finally, it's Silk the Shocker, Lee Ellis.
Girls.
Lee, you wouldn't believe it, folks, but that shirt, 100% cotton. Crazy.
From my Calvin Klein collection.
Well, it looks
Shimmery.
like silk. Look at
Look at
that
the
thing.
sheen on that, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, just because you guys couldn't pull this off.
It's nice.
Are you Charlie or Martin?
It's nice. It's nice. All right, we got Crossfire in the show, as you said off the top there, Tass. We got the up-down report. But first, it's Thanksgiving this week, which hopefully means you're going to be spending time with your extended family while you have dinner. That's great news. Unfortunately, it means this guy is going to show up. Yes, your know-it-all uncle, your crazy Uncle Bob, let's call him, who will inevitably at some point, being during dinner, after dinner, start rhyming off, throwing around hot sports takes. He's a know-it-all. He thinks he knows everything. This is where we come in. We're going to try and help you debunk your angry Uncle Bob's basketball opinions. Let's beat him to the punch here. Okay, so the first one, inevitably at some point, angry Uncle Bob is going to say,
Well, LeBron made a mistake going back to Cleveland, just like I did going back to Aunt Carol.
Do not talk about Aunt Carol that way. She is a delight,
Right.
Uncle Bob. Let's get to LeBron here.
yeah.
These guys don't come from winning teams. Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. It takes some time to teach old dogs new tricks. Remember when I taught you how to work the internet? That wasn't fun. Where's the triple W button? Anyway, they haven't developed killer instincts.
Right.
Case in point, they led the Raptors by 18 points this game on Saturday night. They just couldn't finish it out. Again, they just don't have those habits. They are fantastic basketball players. And as far as LeBron goes, is it wrong to help out your hometown, Uncle Bob?
No.
He's doing what he should have done in the first place. He should have stayed there. One title in Cleveland equals to like 3 in Miami.
Yeah, that's true.
That's exactly right. That's spot on. It would have been really interesting had the Heat won again and made it 3 in a row, and then does this even happen, him going back? That's it. 1 championship in Cleveland. I think it's more than 3. I think it's just legacy
12?
cemented. I don't know how many it is, but this is a city that hasn't won since 1964.
Yeah.
That's all he's got to do, and just give it time,
Yeah.
Uncle Bob. That's all it is here.
But, you know, LeBron as well himself, his body is not like, he's not coming out there really with a positive mind frame, I don't
You
think.
agree
He
with
just-
Uncle Bob?
Well, I'm just saying, well, it's not even lunchtime yet, so I'm just going to give Bob a bit of a, a bit of a pass here. But no, the thing is, LeBron, he looks himself like he's a little bit worn down. He's a little bit tired and fatigued with the situation. He needs a little break. He needs his Thanksgiving break to recharge himself.
Yeah, but that's another good reason that he's playing with the Cavaliers. He's playing with a bunch of young guys now. You saw at the end of that Spurs series last year, the Heat just looked like they were done. They looked like a bunch of old guys who were too slow to keep up with the Spurs, who are actual old guys. I think just playing with young guys, it's going to take a while, but eventually it's going to turn out.
And again,
thinking
Relax,
about his
Uncle
future.
Bob.
everyone keeps thinking it's like, oh, their offense looks poorly. You know, LeBron's slumping his shoulders because waiters didn't hit him under the net or Kyrie's dribbling too much. I don't think it's the offense at all. I think it's only defensively where they really need to focus. They're one of the worst in the league defensively.
Yeah, it's true. They are,
Offensive,
but
they're top 10.
Yeah,
it's not
but
the problem.
The numbers say top 10, but just looking at them, I don't think they're executing as well as we certainly expected them to. And Kevin Love, I mean, Kevin Love has been sluggish. He's had some good games, but there are other games where you look at Kevin Love, he's throwing up some terrible, terrible shots as well, rushing his offense, a little bit unsure of his role. And this is, again, comes back to David Blatt. This is his first time in this big environment. He has to figure out, he seems a little unsure with some of his rotations at the moment, and that's a point that he has to tighten up, I think.
Again, it's early. When we see angry Uncle Bob at Christmas and they're around 500,
coming back
then
for
maybe,
Christmas? Talk to him
then
for
maybe
Christmas.
he's got a point. Let's keep going here. He's got a lot more to say. Another example
Oh,
here.
whatever. Derrick Rose needs to stop thinking about himself, start thinking about his team.
Oh, yes. Okay, so angry Uncle Bob, of course, alluding to the Derrick Rose comments from a little while ago where he said, when I sit out, it's not because of this year. I'm thinking long term. And he went on to say, I'm thinking about, going to my son's graduation and so on and so forth. He's been sitting out games. I think wisely so.
Definitely.
And he is thinking about his team because he's thinking about the playoffs, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He just kind of misspoke when he brought up graduations and meetings. If he would have said, I just want to be healthy come April and May, nobody would have had a problem because everybody wants Derrick Rose healthy then.
I agree. He is thinking about himself, but by thinking about himself, he is thinking about the team because he's been injured forever. We've already seen him go down this season. And
twice.
He's just a little hesitant to get back on the basketball floor. That's the way it works. Remember down at the water treatment plant when you got injured, Uncle Bob? You're hesitant to go back to work. He was the MVP of this league.
That's different.
He's a tough guy. I understand why he's hesitant to go out there. And again, strictly because he's been out there and giving it his all, he's gone down. And yes, he's a little bit reluctant.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you be?
Well, that's it. It's playing on his mind a little bit. There's no doubt that you see him whenever he takes that fall, especially against the Raptors. There was almost nothing in that, but he goes down and he just feels that he has to have that extra period to recuperate.
But it's also a sort of like, because you're the Bulls, you're still a good squad. You're definitely a deeper squad than you have been in the past. It doesn't really matter. You're also in the East. Right. This isn't like a Thunder scenario here where they're missing their 2 superstars, and you're in the West, the loaded West. You might need 50 wins to get in. I know we're going to get to that later in the show. Like, it doesn't matter if he misses the odd game here or there, or if he misses 4 or 5 games in a row at this point in the season.
This is the first time in a long time that Rose actually can rest, like you're saying, because they have different options offensively. They have different guys who can actually run the offense. Jimmy Butler looks like a go-to guy right now. Pau Gasol has been. They did okay with Joakim Noah being at the high post and working things out. They just can score in other ways. You don't need Derrick Rose back right away as long as he's there in the end.
I know Tom Thibodeau wants to get in a flow with all of their starters, and the stat is ridiculous in terms of the 5 guys playing together. It's such a low number this season. But at the same time, they won 48 games without Derrick Rose last year. So they're obviously very capable.
All right, he's talked about LeBron. He's talked about Derrick Rose. What does Angry Uncle Bob have next?
Oh, what's Phil Jackson waiting for? If he was coaching the Knicks, they wouldn't suck. Tell you that much.
Oh, come on, Uncle Bob. You said the same thing when Eric Spoelstra was struggling with the Miami Heat back in 2010, 2011. You thought Pat Riley should come downstairs. That worked out pretty well, didn't it? Listen, this team just doesn't have the parts. Amari Stoudemire is their highest paid player. Andrea Bargnani is their 3rd highest paid player. They didn't have their starting point guard until this past weekend, Jose Calderon. Shane Larkin was their starting point guard. He's Barry Larkin's son. You like
Barry
baseball.
Larkin. Love Barry Larkin.
He should be a baseball player. I kid Shane Larkin will come around, but look, this team just doesn't
You just
have
think it's
the
a
parts.
bad basketball team?
Yes, of course. They've got one more year where all these numbers come off the books this offseason.
You know what was also a bad basketball team, arguably? The 06-07 Lakers. They made the playoffs. They were a 42-40 team. It was Kobe, it was Lamar, and then it was Smush Parker playing 80 games, starting 80 games, I should say, Luke Walton, Kwame. Angry Uncle Bob is saying if Phil would at least have this team, especially in the East, at around 500, would he not?
I think he would make a difference. But exactly.
Maybe Angry Uncle Bob has a point here.
Well, yeah, I don't know how much of a difference, but I think he would, just because Derek Fisher is an inexperienced coach. He's a rookie coach.
Yeah.
Now, he's only got the hand he's dealt with. You know, these players, they're not too good. Now Carmelo's gone down. But you just feel that Phil's voice would have some more of an impact on the players than perhaps Derek Fisher has at the moment. But again, we knew...
Yeah, maybe, but think about the expectations if Phil is your coach. If he's your coach, he doesn't play to barely make the playoffs. He plays to win a championship. And I think that's a pressure that the Knicks wouldn't like to deal with on top of everything they already deal with in New York. It's tough.
Angry Uncle Bob has his hot sports takes. He also has his complaints about the NBA. So just in advance, again, you're going to be seeing him on Thursday, and you know he's going to be complaining about the NBA. And, well, here are his top 5 complaints in no particular order. First one.
Yeah, I got a lot of things to say here. The shorts are too long.
Okay.
It's a $10,000 fine.
Three-point line is a gimmick.
No, it's not a gimmick. Everyone is shooting
whatever. The NBA is soft. Give me 5 Ernest Gilmores any day of the week.
Yeah, that one I agree with.
Yeah, whatever. It's all highlights now. No one knows the fundamentals. The bounce pass. You ever seen a bounce pass?
What about Showtime in the 80s, Uncle Bob?
What about it? The game's all about numbers. You can't measure heart with a number.
So there it is. Angry Uncle Bob, as we said, a take on everything, an opinion on everything. So best of luck.
Back?
Hopefully he just has one too many whiskeys before before it gets early and falls asleep. Maybe that's the best way to handle it. Coming up next, when we return, who's number 1 in our hypothetical power rankings? Tass and I battle it out in Crossfire. Crossfire!
Crossfire! Welcome to Crossfire. This is how it works. Trey will give Skeets and I 3 topics. We will debate each one, and at the end of it all, Trey will declare an arbitrary winner. Trey, What is topic number 1, please?
First question, need you to put on your Schumann shoes because I need to know who's #1 in your personal power rankings.
Oh, look, I hate to do it. No, I don't. No, I don't hate to do it. It's the Toronto Raptors.
Where's your homework card? Where's
It's
your prop?
the Raptors, Tass. I know you don't want to admit it's true, but
They're
the
a
Raptors
fantastic team.
right now are the best team in the league. They won 5 in a row. They've taken care of business against the West. They're a perfect 4-0 against them. And they're top 6 offensively and defensively. I know it sounds weird, but I'm not saying the Raps are going to win a title or be the best team at the end of the season. Right now, they're the best of power rankings.
I'm more impressed with what the Golden State Warriors have done. They've only lost 2 games just like the Raptors have, but they've adapted so quickly with so many new parts, 2 new starters, a new coach. They haven't had the services of David Lee for most of the year. Imagine a few months in, after they've sort of gotten used to working all those parts, how great they're going to be. And already they're fantastic. They've had a bit of a tougher schedule. The Raptors have had a lot more home games than the Golden State Warriors. I just think come playoff time, that lineup balance that they have with Iguodala coming off the bench, it's so
We're talking right now. Right now, Raps would be best.
I'm more impressed with the Warriors. The Raps are fantastic.
The Warriors?
Yes.
The Warriors are going to be good. We didn't think the Raptors were going to be this good.
But they've just so many parts, so many working parts. It's been impressive. Topic number 2.
Rumor has it Andrei Kirilenko is on the trading block. Who could use him the most?
AK-47 has got to go to the Clippers. He is everything that Matt Barnes isn't for that team. At the small forward spot, he is perfect for them. He does absolutely everything. He's so fun to play with because he cuts off the ball. That offense needs some movement. He's fine with taking the best player on the other team and defending him, whether it's a 3 or 4. He's got nice versatility, and he's just a garbage man. That's what the Clippers need. They are lacking heart. Kirilenko would do that for them perfect.
I don't mind the Clips, but I think the Rockets could really use a guy like him. Someone along the same lines, as you said, so a bit of a garbage man.
Play the 4?
Well, play the 3, the 4, wherever you need him to go out there and defensively give you something, because the Rockets are in win-now mode, first off, and they lack front court depth. So they could use him. I do think, though, they should make a play for a Wilson Chandler or a Brewer, because I don't really think Kirilenko has all that much left in the tank. I really don't. We haven't seen a whole lot of him with Brooklyn, but I wonder, he's getting up there in age, and the way he plays, I'm not sure he is that sort of explosive, crazy garbage type player anymore.
I said Wilson Chandler last week in this very segment. All right, topic number 3.
Final question. Will the Thunder make the playoffs?
Oh, man. We've gone over this before, and I said no, and I'll stick with it. And get out your pocket protectors here, because I'm going to do this with math. Let's look at it. Thunder are 3-2. Since we've gone to the 16 teams in the league, you see there, only 5 teams, have ever started 3-12 or worse and then made the playoffs.
So you're saying they're going to make the playoffs?
Only one of them got to 47 wins, and that was the Bulls. How many wins does it take to get in the West? Well, you look at the last 6 full seasons, discount that the shortened one there, and on average, it takes 48. And that's a safe magic number. Let's say it's 48-49. That means they have to go 67% winning percentage the rest of the way.
That's no
problem.
problem.
We don't even, no, it is a problem when Durant or Westbrook are not back.
They have won 70% of their games the last 3 years, so they can do that. Oklahoma City.
They're not back yet.
They are coming.
You told me this team was going to be 500 around this point.
No, I did not. I said if they were 5-15, that they would make the playoffs. They didn't have Russell Westbrook for half the season last year, and they still won 70% of their games. They are championship contenders. They aren't that list of teams that you just showed. Forget the stats. These guys are championship contenders.
50 wins. 50 wins they're going to probably need.
The last 3 years, they've won 70% of their games. That's what they have to do the
They're
rest of the way.
not even back yet, is the
They're
problem.
practicing.
Oh, yeah.
All right, who won, Trey?
Tass gets the win today because math is hard. I don't like math.
Yeah, math is tough. You're right. Good win. Good win, Tass. All right, we got to take a break, but when we return, we're going to debate ugly Christmas sweaters, cool new replays, and whether Marc Gasol is a legit MVP candidate. So don't go anywhere. You're watching The Starters. Tass already went somewhere. Welcome back to The Starters. Time for the up-down report, where we figure out where the 4 of us stand on some hot-button NBA topics. First one, guys. Marc Gasol as an MVP candidate. All 4 of us
the double
putting up the Lee Ellis thumbs.
Yeah.
Not a real surprise with this one. But it is nice to sort of have an MVP race, even though it's early, where it feels like a race, where there's a lot of people in this race because, LeBron's sort of struggling with the Cavs and no Durant. But Marc Gasol's got to be on the short list right now.
All 4 of us picked LeBron James before the start of the season. That is not working out so well. We're talking about Marc Gasol, the best offensive player the best defensive player on the #1 seed in the toughest conference.
That's kind of the definition of a candidate.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I mean, who knows if he'll be there at the end of the season, but for right now, he is so important to everything they do on both sides of the ball. You can't deny it.
Joakim Noah finished 4th in MVP voting last year with averages of like 12 and 11. He was the Defensive Player of the Year last year. We've seen Gasol do it before, so it only makes sense that, I mean, if we took a vote right now, he would be top 3 easily, if not win this.
It'd be good to see someone get recognised for being just a smart player who contributes without the highlight plays, without the spectacular stuff that usually accompanies these sorts of awards.
Somebody that wins the very solid play of the day on a nightly basis.
Imagine he won very solid player of the year and MVP in the same year.
Wow. Could you imagine?
What a legend.
Take that from Manu?
As is the case with all of these, let's hear what you guys think. Jump on Twitter, #thestarters, up or down on the questions. Okay, so Gasol, that's an easy one. Let's
see if the offense stays where it is.
Yeah, exactly right.
Let's make it a little more difficult here. Up, down on ugly NBA Christmas sweaters.
Oh, these are beauties.
Now,
we're talking about these specific ones that they're selling in the NBA store. I mean, come on.
Yeah, we've seen the Kings. They did like a photo shoot.
Very warm.
With their
yeah, they're nice.
With their throwback Kings Christmas sweaters.
Adam, the floor director here, thumbs up, monstrous thumbs up. They're not just ugly Christmas sweaters. They've got a bit of style to them. These are a conversation piece.
I'm down on this because this would have been sort of cool like 3 or 4 years ago.
That's exactly right. We've had ugly Christmas sweater parties for a decade now. We got to move on. These are great, but in general, get rid of the ugly sweater party. Let's move on to like a onesies party or a Christmas jammies party. Sure. There are other options, people.
I think these are so different than your standard ugly Christmas sweater, though. Your ugly Christmas sweater just pattern, pattern, pattern. These have, some quadrants.
Yeah, they're trying to be ironic.
They're cool, but they're uncool.
I do like the quadrants.
Lee,
four corners of a shirt.
Lee, this would be the best sweater you own.
That's what I mean. They're cool, but they're uncool at the same time.
Just like Lee.
It's amazing that you can pull off something like that.
All right, let's hear what people think on the Christmas sweaters. Next one here, the Dallas Mavericks free D replay system. Thumbs up or down on this. We got 3 ups. Trey, the only one down. Now, if you haven't seen this, this is pretty cool. I'm excited to hear Trey's response to the thumbs down because
I love the Matrix.
Cuban and the Mavs have they've installed these high-tech cameras, this system that turns the images 360 degrees. Yeah, it's like the Matrix or a Drew Hill music video. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah,
with Ja Rule.
The only reason I'm
when.
down on this is just going on the Jumbotron. We need this to be the actual replay thing. This would be amazing.
Baby
we can see
steps.
everything.
That
Baby
is
steps.
They do need it for the replay center. Different angles would definitely help speed up the process, I think.
In the future, I think the idea is that the user at home will be able to control this themselves, which would be unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah, if you wanted to look at the replay and then you could spin it around however you want. Big thumbs up.
I wonder if Cuban's trying to drive people to the arena. Don't stay home. You can come see these amazing replays
on their giant screen. It is going to look cool on their gigantic screen.
That's a good point. All right. Final one here of the up-down report. The 76ers and the Suns, quote-unquote, beef. We saw Nerlens Noel hammer Eric Bledsoe early in the game.
First possession.
Yeah, this past weekend. Now, a huge part of it, of course, was Bledsoe was, now he said somewhat jokingly that he was picking a college team, Kentucky, his old team. They could take the 76ers, he said, in that hypothetical.
Also Noel's old college team.
That's right, yes, this is Wildcat on Wildcat violence here. But you guys are thumbs up, Trey and Tass, and Lee, your thumbs down on this.
Definitely thumbs down.
Well, why are you thumbs down?
Listen, the Sixers just got to worry about winning a game first. Do you know how many players from college actually make it to the NBA? It's like less than 2%.
Like 60 a year, I would guess.
Well, they're not all college players, remember? They come from all over the world these days. So
why are you down on this, though?
Because it's a nothing beef. It's absolutely nothing. No one really
But
thinks.
it's a beef.
No, it's not really.
It's old.
There's hard fouls. There's media back and forth. There's trash talk. That's a beef.
That's not even a hard foul,
People are saying
really.
there's no beefs anymore. Beefs are back.
I'm with Lee. First off, it wasn't that hard of a foul. And you want to squash this whole, hey, would a college team beat your team? Why don't you beat an NBA team? They got killed, 122-96.
But this team has nothing to rally around, and this was something that they did
work.
rally around. First possession, they came out. Philly has been playing better. They are up on Portland Tuesday night at half. I think they're winning against Brooklyn their next game. They've got a hope. They've got hope.
I thought you were going to win the other night.
Yeah, well,
what happened to that?
Tough game.
All right, let's hear what you guys think. That's the up-down report. Weigh in on Twitter, #thestarters. Let's unleash the unicorn, please, though. Let's get to the Starters Fantasy Minute. And we've got ourselves a trade in the Starters Fantasy League. It's a 1-for-1 straight up here. The Diaz, Lee Ellis, trading Jonas Valanciunas to Hoops I Did It Again, Kristen Ledlow, and in return, getting the Wizards Bradley Beal. Lee, I mean, you made the trade.
Yeah.
You might as well weigh in on it. How do you feel about that?
I feel great about it. Kristen put the note out there and said every single player on her team is up for grabs. So I saw Bradley Beal and I thought I'm going to try to get him. Now, I was doing okay in rebounds. That's where Jonas's strength is.
Sure.
I needed some three-point shooting. Bradley Beal came back last week and was fantastic. Hit 50 points for the week. I think he's not feeling any effects of that injury to his wrist. And the main reason, really, I love having guys on my team that I love watch playing.
Yeah,
That's
you
why
do
we
love
put
Beal.
Bradley Beal. And I love watching Bradley Beal. He's sort of top 5 for me, guys I'd love to watch. So thought it was a fair deal. Kristen didn't counter. Jonas had a fantastic game last night. Had his game.
Monster game.
And
Yeah.
he was still technically on your team.
And he was still technically on my team. But, you know, no disrespect to Jonas. He's a decent fantasy player. Hasn't had a great year. But I prefer to watch Bradley Beal.
Kristen's team has been killed with injuries. She's in last place right now. But look, she drafted guys like Wade and Rose and so on.
Beal.
I love how
And
we're
Beal.
reporting on teams like their actual team.
Yeah.
Kristen's team has been killed by injuries. It's been hit by the injury bug.
It has. I'm down on Kristen Ledlow's team right now in the Up Down Report. All right, final break, but when we return, last night's pick'em and 2 Australian thumbs, so come on back. Welcome back to the starters. A close one in the pick and payoff contest last night. Tasco is 4-1. I go 3-2.
Look who's on top.
Gordon Hayward had a chance to win it for the Jets. Got a great look, but Tasco's up 1 game. Only tonight and Wednesday night left in this battle for November. So here's tonight's picks. We agree on the first 3. We like the Wiz at home, we like the Warriors on the road, and we like the Pistons on the road in Milwaukee. The 2 we disagree on, the ones that could decide it, in theory. You take the Kings.
No Rudy Gay, it's okay.
I've got the Pelicans. And you got the Bulls on the road. And I'm sticking with the Nuggets. They've been kind to me here in the pick and payoff contest.
And they're good against
lately.
the Bulls at home the last 14 years.
So there you go. Again, it's very, very tight.
13-1.
Thank you. Let's get to Lee Ellis for the very solid play of the night. Lee.
Speaking of the Bulls last night in Utah, I got a different solid play for you guys here. It's the pump fake party. Watch this. Nurkic and Pau Gasol get 3 Utah Jazz players to all bite on the same play. 1,
Worst
2,
party
and
ever.
3. And that's what I call a very solid play.
Pump fake party.
There were so many bites on that play, they left teeth marks.
All right. Fan night promo. There you go, guys. There's your game. Warriors Heat. That is the game this evening. The festivities get underway at 7 p.m. Eastern on NBA TV. Join Ernie and the gang, and that should be a good one. I'm excited for that game. Tomorrow, it's a mini drop. It's early in the week, but we will be recording our longer form podcast. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the show on iTunes. So we'll have that on Wednesday, as well as the show here. So join us then.
And we're off for Thanksgiving. Can't wait for that. Thanks for
And
joining
Uncle
us,
Bob.
folks. And remember, if you like popping pimples, then blisters are next level.
Oh, race the night, people.
Gross.